In the heart of Hindustan, during the grandeur of the 17th century, two souls were bound, not by blood, but by a deeper bond: friendship. Raja Devendra Singh, a brave Rajput prince, and Salim Khan, the future Mughal emperor, were inseparable as children. Within the palace gardens, beneath blooming gulmohar trees, their laughter echoed. They played with wooden swords, dreamed of greatness, and made a promise that seemed unbreakable. No matter what happens, we will always stand together. That simple vow, spoken with childlike innocence, would become the most sacred memory in the years to come. Time, however, is a merciless storyteller. As the seasons changed, so did destinies. Salim rose to the Mughal throne, surrounded by ministers with agendas as sharp as daggers. Whispers began to cloud his mind. Whispers of rebellion, of Rajput kings seeking independence. Among them, the name of Devendra Singh was spoken with suspicion. Salim, torn between love and power, questioned the deceit. "Devendra is like a brother to me," he said, his voice burdened. "How can I raise a sword against him?" But his minister, with a chilling calm, warned, "Hesitation is weakness, Your Majesty. If you delay, your crown will fall before their swords." Far away in his ancestral palace, Devendra Singh stood proud and resolute. Word had reached him that his childhood friend now marched as a conqueror. His mother, the wise Rajmata, urged peace. "Bend, my son. Surrender if you must. Live to protect your people." But Devendra's spirit could not bend. "How can I bow to a man who once called me brother and now sends armies to my doorstep?" His eyes were not filled with rage, but with sorrow. Sorrow that friendship had been buried beneath ambition. He embraced his young son, kissed his wife's forehead, and prepared for war. Not for glory, not for revenge, but for honor. The battlefield was a canvas of dust and steel. The Rajput flags fluttered defiantly in the wind. Across the plains, the Mughal army approached like a storm, and at its heart was Salim. No longer a friend, but a king burdened by choices. As their eyes met across the battlefield, time stood still. Gone were the crowns and titles. Before them stood two boys from a garden long forgotten. Devendra rode forward, his voice steady. "I fought beside you once, Salim. Must I now fall by your hand?" Salim's voice trembled. "I never wished for this, but I cannot defy the throne." Devendra nodded, the pain of betrayal deeper than any blade. "Then let the soil decide." Steel clashed with steel. The battlefield roared with cries of duty and loss. Devendra fought with unmatched valor. But fate had already written its cruel script. A sword pierced his side. Not just his body, but the memory of every shared moment with the friend who now stood over him. Salim dropped to his knees, his hands shaking as he cradled Devendra's head. "Forgive me," he whispered. Tears fell freely. Not of a king, but of a broken man. Devendra, his breath shallow, smiled faintly. "I already have. Just promise me. Protect our land, not your throne." And with those final words, Devendra Singh passed into the arms of history, still clutching a handful of soil, the symbol of everything he loved. Years passed, empires changed, but some wounds never healed. Salim, now old and weary, came alone to Devendra's tomb. He carried no sword, no guards, only his crown. Gently, he placed it on the stone steps, bowing his head. "I won the throne," he whispered, "but lost my brother." This land was never meant to be divided by power. As the wind swept through the silence, it seemed to carry the echo of Devendra's dying words, "Protect our land." And in that moment, Salim knew. Thrones crumble, but oaths live forever.